Hello, my friends. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, good whatever part of the day it is for you. It is Sunday. We are finally back with our next episode of Dungeons & Dragons Curse of Strahd with this amazing group of people. I am happy to hang out with all these wonderful folks. Explosive Ash, good to see you in the chat. Mr. Shogi is the sugar daddy, stream sugar daddy we learned earlier in the day because of all the donations. So he says it's weird, but you know... but we are happy to be back again with this awesome crew. On the top left, we have Archon, we have Doreen, we have Jeremiah, we have Mr. Shogi 3000, Scott, myself, Rand, and Zach over here. I am super psyched to get back into this, so I think we're going to do a little bit of it's been, a month, I think, since we last met, so I think we're going to do a little recap and talk about a few things before we start, so why don't you take it away, Doreen?
Okay. Yeah, just real quick, just a reminder of what happened last time to your characters. So you did take up Ismark on his offer for dinner and rooms at his home within what I call Little Berovia. And during that time, you learned a little bit about their family history and that their father had recently passed, but was not buried. So being the good folks that you are, you did decide to assist in burying his father. The burial happened at dawn in the local church graveyard. It's kind of set apart from the town itself upon a hill. It was very run down. It looked like it had even maybe been attacked at some points. There were claw marks on parts of the church walls. But for the most part, you guys did your business. You laid the former burgomaster of Barovia village to rest. After that, before you guys dispersed, you were greeted by kind of this dusky, purpley, elven gentleman who was sent by his master, Strahd, to offer his condolences to Irina and Ismark. In doing so, he handed a letter to Ulrich, which, unbeknown to Ulrich himself, maybe he got a little too close and there was some type of psychic attack on him, whether it was intentional or not, you're not really certain, but it dropped him to his knees. And in defiance and just reactionary retaliation, he sent a crossbolt at Rahadin. That was the retainer's name that you found out. It missed just barely, and Rahadin made note that he would remember this. Still, he left without attacking the party, and that's where you guys are now. In fact, I can bring you to the church grounds.
Oh.
So before we go any further, we didn't touch on it at the last stream, but Archon Ulrich would have taken stress for that.
Yes. I think. Did you already add that?
I think I did. Double
Yeah,
check.
because I saw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah. So he did take stress from that, and you could feel Irina coming up and kind of like not quite touching you, but like reaching out, hovering over your shoulder. Ulrich, sir, are you okay? Are you hurt?
Yeah, I don't know what he did. Yes. What happened? What was that? Who is he?
That is Rahadin. That is an ally of Strahd. He works for Strahd at the castle.
I got close to him and it was just like hearing 1,000 people screaming in my head at one time. I've never felt anything like that before.
I'm terribly sorry. We can. She looks back to Ismark, who has now kind of walked over, and says, "Irina, we should leave. We should get back home." He looks back at you, and his eyes settle on Connard. We need to discuss our plans going forward and payment. No. He looks back to Father Donovich. He says, "Thank you, Father, for this service. I know that you have not had anyone else here in a long time, so I'd appreciate you offering the church, opening the church back up for us." At this point, I want everyone to make a perception check for me. I would say, Ulrich, you do it at disadvantage, though.
I would agree with that. I'm very upset right now.
Well, you don't know shit anyway, so.
Well, that was extreme.
Yeah, you're still so like in.
So bipolar right now.
Yeah. Irina is trying to comfort you the best that she can, and as much as she feels you might be comfortable with. Just so you know, she's there trying to do something. Tasso, you take a quick look around, maybe just to double check what you saw previously with the man, the very tall man that was outside of the churchyard, the graveyard, who looked to be watching the funeral here. You don't see him anymore. In fact, you do see a good number of kind of recent like grave sites that have recently been buried. There's even one that's open, which strikes you as strange considering Ismark just said he has not had a funeral here in quite some time. Also, because you did roll quite well, you notice some bandages wrapped around the Father Donovich's wrist and forearm. It looks like it's going up into his forearm, but the robes kind of cover most of it. And he kind of, Father Donovich nervously looks over to Ismark and begins kind of, he holds out his arm to you, Tasso, and to you, Connor, to kind of like usher you forward out towards, over towards the gate that leads out of the graveyard. It was my pleasure, but I do have other duties I need to deal with, so if you guys could be on your way, that would be for the best.
are your other duties having to do with the other grave sites I see tilled open?
He kind of freezes for a moment, looks back real quick, and then looks back at you. I do need to do some groundskeeping work, so yes.
I thought I overheard somebody say that it's been closed or in disuse.
Well, he's kind of stuttering. It's don't worry. But if you guys could please depart so I can get back to my duties, that would be much appreciated.
And then I point at his wrist. I say, does this injury have anything to do with your duties?
He kind of holds his wrist and tries to like cover up the bandages more, pulling down his robe, the sleeve of his robe. Well, it's just me here, and sometimes accidents happen.
You smell nervous.
I don't know what you mean.
Can I do an insight check just to see if he's like totally lying or if he's
Yeah.
Smell nervous.
Okay. He's visibly nervous, and Connor, if you're probably hearing this exchange as well, you would pick up on it. He's like even starting to sweat now. You can definitely tell he's holding something back. But at this point, you begin hearing footsteps running up from the path that leads out of the graveyard. And Galen and Ulrich Evander, you might be the first ones to notice this. But you see Mirabelle come in, running in. She's looking frantic. And you can tell that she's been crying. And upon seeing you, relief just washes over her face. And she runs over towards you, Galen. And she kind of drops down. Galen, I'm so happy that I found you. I need your help. Please. Sorvia is missing. And Alenka says she doesn't know where she is, but I don't know if I trust that. And I'm really worried.
Okay, yeah. Could I do an insight to make sure that I get the sense that she's not faking it here?
I'm gonna roll for
Yep,
you.
go ahead.
Technically, that's what we're supposed to be doing. What's your modifier?
1.
Okay. She doesn't seem to be lying, or it does seem genuine. You can tell by the look in her eyes. She's honestly worried. So she's very upset and concerned.
Okay. What do you mean? Wait a minute. Which one is Sorvinka?
Sorvia, she's the younger one that was chit-chatting a lot with Evander, that was under
Right, I
his-
was purposely butchering her name
okay.
because
I'm sorry.
I didn't pay too much attention to any of the other sisters other than just her.
Evander slaps him on the back of the head. Hey, it was the sister I was chatting with. Come on, Galen.
Yes,
Like,
it's
sorry,
Sorvia.
lad.
I'm really worried. Alenka was not happy with her last night, and I'm worried that maybe she did something. There's been people missing, and she looks over to Ismark. People that you were supposed to find and help, and you didn't, Ismark. So I come to you, Galen. Come to you and your friends, because there's no one else here.
When was the last time you saw her?
Last night, after we had the dream pastries, she really liked the goat one. She ate all of it. And then we went to sleep. And finally, when I woke up this morning, she was gone. Alenka said she didn't know where she was.
Why don't you tell your good friend Strahd to help you?
She just kind of looks at you, gives you a dirty look, and turns her attention back to Galen.
I will embrace her and then kind of pat her on the back and just go, "Don't worry, it's going to be fine.
Okay. And as
Evander is going to find his girlfriend."
okay, as you kind of give her that hug. Make another perception check for me.
Mm-hmm. She pulls another piece of my hair.
Watching her fingers.
You said perception, is that correct? I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll get back to that check in a moment. Tasso, you can by now, with Mirabelle coming in and talking about this missing girl, he's like wringing his hands, and like almost kind of visibly shaking.
What arm is it that he's got the bandages on?
It's on the right.
Okay. So I'd like to extend my right hand as if I was going to shake, but instead of going for the hand grab, you know how people can grab forearms as well? And when I do that, I want to cast Primal Savagery.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Why?
And what that does though, I don't want to hurt him,
Okay.
but what that does is it sharpens my fingernails. And what I want to do is try to grit a fingernail underneath the bandage, and as I pull away, tear open the bandage, I want to see what he's covering.
Okay. Go ahead. Just do a straight dex check for me. Okay. So with that combination, you are able to kind of just bring in one of the nails, cuts out, and the bandages fall, and you can see that there's like scratches going down. I'm trying to like show the camera going down his forearm. There's multiple ones. Like he's been cut at or scratched at more than once.
So do I, as I'm releasing, would I still be able to maintain control of his wrist as I'm pulling away?
Yeah, I would say with what you did.
Okay, so with the other arm or with my other hand, I just want to slide his sleeve up and see how far up they go.
Okay.
And then also see if I can determine like what caused it. You know, animal, if I could do like maybe a nature check. I don't know.
You can roll nature check, but the scratches kind of stop at his elbow.
Okay. And it's only the one hand that has the bandages?
Just the one that, as far as that you can see.
Okay.
Upon you doing this, he kind of looks down. He's trying to fight you, and bringing his sleeve down, and suddenly you hear someone shouting out, "Father, I'm still hungry."
Does everybody hear that or just me?
Everyone hears this.
Oh.
Mirabelle's face goes white. Ismark rushes over to Irina and kind of draws his saber or his rapier.
I want to, so also with Primal Savagery, it sharpens my teeth as well.
Okay.
And I want to just give a big toothy grin and say, suspect. And look to see what everybody else is doing.
What is everyone else doing?
Ulrich is frantically looking around to see where the scream came from.
You could tell it seemed to come from within the church, but it was very muffled. Like it's not like someone was shouting out a window or anything like that.
And did it sound like age, sex of the person?
It sounded like male. You're not quite sure as far as age.
Who's closest to me right now? Irina, I guess, or Evander?
Irina and Evander, because
Yeah, Evander came to heal, so I'm probably right next to you.
Okay, and then I turn to Evander and say, "Did you hear that? It sounded like it came from inside the church."
Evander's
And
panicking a little bit.
Father John just like, "It's fine. Just again, I can take care of it. Just I think you guys should go home." Ismark speaks up and says, "I think that may be a good idea. Irina, come on, let's go." She kind of pulls back away from him. "We need to see what that was. Someone could be hurt."
Yeah, Evander's going to turn to the Father Donovich and say, "Who is inside your church? Who is yelling?"
And he's like not making eye contact with you, just kind of shaking.
I'd like to continue to physically restrain his wrist if possible,
Okay.
and still with the whole sharpened teeth and everything. I'm gonna be like, answer him.
I'm gonna lean into Evander and say, we should not get involved with anything else. We should just go.
Emder kind of like shushes him because he wants to know what's going on. He's like, shh. He's looking right at what Tasso's doing right now.
How tall is Father Donovan? Because
How tall?
Tasso's relatively tall, isn't he?
Yeah,
are you not?
Tasso's pretty flippin' tall. Father Donovich is probably like maybe 5'10".
How big is Tasso?
I'm about 6'8". I'm a big
Yeah,
kind
I
of.
figured that he was pretty tall.
Yeah.
He's a bear.
That's taller than me in real life.
What's
Okay.
Connor doing during all of this? You're muted, Zach.
You're muted.
Is he intentionally muted? No, not intentionally muted.
Sorry. So Connard is watching Father Donovan and just trying to see how he reacts.
Donovich.
Donovich, my bad.
Oh, is his name Donovich?
Yeah.
Russian, not Irish. Yeah.
That's right. Russian Orthodox, not Irish Catholic.
Upon hearing Tasso and the physical looming threat that is above him, he just kind of just breaks down and starts crying. Honestly, he almost kind of slumps to his knees, but he still kind of holds himself up, but just barely, and says, "I'm sorry." He looks at Ismark. "I'm sorry. I didn't know what else to do. He is my son. I couldn't just let him go." And Ismark, and you can tell like both Ismark and Irina, a little bit of flash of recognition. Like they know who his son is. They grew up with him. And Irina says, "You mean that is Doru? But he died last year." And she looks back at the church, very confused and quite a bit scared now.
His name is Doru?
Doru, yes. Doru.
Is Galen kind of near me?
I am protecting my maybe future wife. Obviously, when I heard that, I spun around and I kept her behind me.
Okay. And she kind of looks back at the father. And she says, "So do you have Sorvia then? Is she here? Where is she?" And she begins to make her way back towards that gate, Galen, just so you know.
She does?
Yes, she does.
I would like to stop her.
Okay. I figured, that's why I
Yeah.
told you. And she just kind of looks at you. "Galen, if Sorvia is in the church, then I need to go find her. She's all I have left. I cannot be left with Alinka alone. I can't do it."
I pull her close. I just go, "Is Sorvia a good cook, lass? Maybe that's why they brought him here. Because the boy is hungry."
For a moment, she's a little like taken back by this weird question, but I mean, I guess, but Father Donovich, is she here or not? And at this point, if you allow it, he's going to take his hand and just cover his face and fall to his knees and just cry. He's sobbing.
That looks like a yes.
Yeah, I'd release him. I was basically making sure he didn't try to run away, and if he's falling to his knees, I could stop him again. So
okay. And then Mirabelle gets very, very calm and looks at Father Donovich. "Father, is she alive?" And you can see him just shaking his head. He doesn't say anything, but he shakes his head no.
Evander's going to get kind of...
How would you know that, Father? Did she come here?
As he asks that
Communion?
calmly, Evander wants to like actually take steps towards the father, like he's gonna shake answers out of him, and he's just gonna say, "What did you do? What did you do to Sorvia?" Because he just saw her last night. He's kind of getting messed up by this.
Yeah, you saw her last night. She was very vibrant, very happy, dancing along to your music.
She was a fan of my concert, you know.
So yeah, as you go forward, he finally does look up, look at you, Evander, and says, "I know I've done wrong, but it was my son. He's been turned, and I couldn't put him to rest. So I fed him."
Fed him what, Father?
Don't make me say it, please.
And at this point, I'd like to walk up and I like to take my axe and put it right under the chin. What exactly did you do, Father? For your own soul.
My soul is already condemned.
What
But-
are
Go on over.
sorry? What are Arena and Ismark doing during this exchange?
Irina's horrified. Ismark is, you can tell he's beginning to get angry. Because if you recall from your dinner with him, or even other conversations, he's mentioned that people have been going missing for a long time, and he's looked into it and hasn't been able to find what's going on. And so now you can tell he's putting two and two together, and he's getting pissed because basically the father is confessing to putting these people in a position to get murdered, basically. And he does have a sense of anger because, he's in a position of leadership and protection, and he does take that seriously.
Well, me being that close, I would like to now, because he is a man of the cloth, and that's starting to burn in me a bit. I like to intimidate him to get him to specifically tell me what exactly is going on here.
I've been continuing to try to intimidate him, so I don't know if that helps with any rolls.
Okay. I mean, you don't even need to roll. He's not going to resist this intimidation. He finally stands up. He almost seems to kind of gather himself.
I don't allow him to stand up.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, "I will show you if you wish."
I'm going to
Conrad's
kick him
going to
up.
try to help Father Donovich up and kind of glare reproachfully at Galen, but also kind of wink at him if he gets a chance to where Father Donovich won't be able to see. And
Oh, you
say,
guys are shorter than him, so I'm assuming at some point you can.
The old good dwarf, bad dwarf.
exactly.
What was Galen gonna say though?
If he's gonna go up, if he's gonna do that, then I will allow Connor to allow him to get up, and I will take a step away.
And Conrad says, Father Donovich, I think there may be a misunderstanding. Why don't you help us clear this up? Just tell us what you know, and we'll help if we're able.
And he almost seems to have come to, I guess, he's found solace. It almost seems like. He realizes he can't run from this situation. So he looks at you. Specifically you. He's almost, you can tell he's kind of paying attention to what Ismark and Irina are doing, but he doesn't want to see their faces. So he's focused on you. And he says, "A year ago, my son got ideas in his head, brought on by a wizard from afar, made him think that things can be changed. They went against Strahd. The wizard died. My son died. Thought. Until months after, he came back. He was not the same. I was lucky enough to trap him and keep him here so he did not run free in the village, but I wasn't able to find it within myself to kill him and put his body to rest. I did what I thought any father would do for their son. I'm not proud of it. Lord knows it keeps me up at night. I can't sleep. But the people, I brought them here. I gave them to Adoru. I would dispose of the bodies. And you can see Irina's crying. And she says, Father, how could you do this? And Ismark rushes over, and if you allow him, he will grab Donovich by the throat. And he says, you will answer for your crimes, old man. Where is he? Where is your son? And he just kind of points at the church. And once again, you hear, Father! I'm still hungry. Feed me.
Can I turn to Irina and say, I don't understand. Svorvia was Vistani, right? I thought the Vistani were under Strahd's protection.
She looks at you and says, those 3 women are no longer considered Vistani.
Who says this?
Irina. And Sorvia had mentioned it in her rambling to Evander.
Is she? Okay.
Yeah, but it was really quick. It easily could have gotten lost in all the crap that she spewed out to him.
And Evander might not have remembered to tell you. So.
Yeah, but yeah, so Irina turns to you and says, those women are no longer considered Vistani.
What is Maribel doing at
She's
this point?
crying. Her world has been shattered. Now she realizes she's going to have to deal with the Linka alone, and she's probably not the nicest woman from what you're getting.
Evander would like to say to Father Donovich, what is your son now? If he's no longer alive, if he's not dead, what is he?
He's a vampire now.
Then he must be destroyed.
We need to get out of here.
You had to have known he wouldn't have wanted to continue to exist like this. How could you be so foolish?
Do you not have kids?
I don't. But if I did, I would not betray everything they stood for, what they died for, sacrificing innocence to maintain some facsimile of life. This
Then maybe
is
you are stronger than
abominable.
I could not do it. I look at him and I still see my boy. I couldn't do it.
What you're doing is sacrilege,
I know.
and yet you stand here in front of us.
I love him. I couldn't.
I'm going to kill him.
He's not your son anymore.
Yeah, he like shakes and kind of gasps upon hearing that, but he doesn't say anything to the contrary.
Ismark, what is the penalty for murder in Barovia?
It is death.
So it be then. I walk over to Maribel. I'm going to kiss her on her head, and I just go, I'm going to take care of this, lass. And I'm going to look at Evander, or I'm going to look at Connor and Tasso. I'm just going to, any of you who wants to follow me in, it's fine. If you want to stay out here, that's fine. This ends now.
Agreed.
I'm with you.
I look at Donovich and I say, the pack is only as strong as its weakest member. And I walk toward our team.
Okay.
I want to look at Irina and say, if we destroy this vampire, won't that anger Strahd?
Possibly, but it doesn't break his rules. My impression is he might not be happy about it, but he might, I don't think he'll intervene.
And Irina looks at you and she looks confused. She's like, I know I've caught the eye of the devil, but I do not know him. As far as I know, his spawn have been killed before by our people, and it didn't seem to matter to him. I mean, you think he would know that Doru has been here for many months trapped? If he cared, wouldn't he be here?
Yes,
I
that's
think
true.
I think he's already achieved his objective in tormenting Father Donovich by turning his son. Strahd loses nothing at this point if we destroy this foul spawn.
All right, so what is the game plan, guys? What are you guys doing?
I'm walking right into, I guess it's inside the church, the chapel itself, right?
Yeah. So the map
Okay.
itself is kind of stupid. Like in real life, I'm a big fan of fire safety, and the church this map only has one way in, one way out. That's not kosher. So technically, so this path that you're seeing here in the map, I've kind of finagled it to where there is a side entrance here. There's a side door, so you can go there, or you can go in the front entrance.
I think
Can I get up behind Father Donovich and pick him up by the scruff of his neck and just force him to walk with us so that he can show us where he's at?
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I wanted to say we should ask him exactly where he is so we go right
Oh,
towards
he's
him.
coming with us.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
needs to. He needs to be a part of this.
Okay.
Before we go into the church, though, Evander would like to do something to prepare his group.
Okay. What would you like to do?
Evander wants to tell everyone to gather around him, and he's going to specifically look at Galen and say, "Don't bop me in the head when I do this." And he's going to use Mantle of Inspiration to give temporary hit points up to my Charisma modifier, which is now up to 4. So I'm going to give basically everyone in our party five temporary hit points before we go in.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Okay. So I'm gonna pull you guys into a different map in a moment.
As we're walking in, I guess either Galen or Evan, whoever's closest to me, Ulrich's going to say, maybe there's holy water inside that we can use against this vampire. Just keep an eye out.
Okay, let me pull you in here. And well, first, I'm gonna need. I'll pull you in. You guys move your tokens as you see fit.
Okay.
I pray to goodness, on the player side, this map looks how it's supposed to.
I just have a black square.
Oh, I'm just on the step.
Oh, hold on. Let me go. It's always your token, Jeremiah. I
I
don't.
know. I'm the difficult one.
Never know what form you're in. Bear, druid,
No.
tiger, I don't know.
Black box.
Hold on. It's probably for some reason for yours it gets rid of the that you can see.
Oh,
Also, you do have a dark vision, right?
I believe so. I don't want to say yes. Hold on, let me double check. Low light. Yeah, I have low light vision. Well, it's dark vision, but I changed it in my character sheet because of what
Yeah.
the new rules are.
Okay, yeah, so feel free to move your tokens around as you see fit. I would say, Ulrich, you're staying at the back?
Yes.
All right. Father Donovich kind of
I've got-
muttered to himself without looking at you, but he says, "There's been no holy water here for many months."
Great.
Go on, Jeremiah.
I was going to say, if it's possible, I'd like to keep Donovich like with me. Like basically, I'm holding on to the back of his cloak, whatever it is, by his neck, and forcing him to basically be the lead.
Okay, understandable.
Is Irina coming with the group?
Irina, no.
Okay.
Ismark has pretty much told her, you stay here with Mirabelle, but stay close. He still kind of wants her nearby, just in case, but not too close, if that makes sense. So they're going to still hide out in the graveyard. She's going to do her best to comfort Mirabelle, even though they're not the closest of friends. It just seems the appropriate thing to do. Ismark, however, is going to come with you guys because this is completely inappropriate in his opinion. And let me just pull up his sheet before we get started. There we go. Okay. So Father Donovich Tasso, as you're kind of like moving him along, he brings you into the church. And you see that you're in this hallway. It's about 10 feet wide. It opens up into obviously the main congregation area for the church, which is pretty gnarly looking. Like it looks like someone just came in here and wrecked the place. The church itself smells of like mildew and rot. And he just looks at you and then points at the door in front of him. And he says, "That was Doru's room. There's a way into the undercroft of the church there. That's where he is."
Then show us.
He just kind of opens the door a little bit, and I'll pull his token in here. Just right, that's Galen's token. And as he opens the door, you can see that this room again, it's just been ruined. What was once probably a bed has been broken to pieces. There's straw from the mattress all over the place. Yeah, it's in total disarray. You do note on the wall, actually on all of the walls, there is a holy symbol of the Morning Lord. You also see that there is a trap door at the far end that's been covered and bolted, and there's a chain. It does look like he's done his best to contain his vampire son.
How large of a space have you left for your quarry?
Do you mean the size of the undercroft?
Yes.
It's as big as this entire church. It helps hold up the floor in the church itself.
Are there separate rooms, or is it wide open?
No, it's just one big room, but there are many pillars to hold up, many beams to hold up the church floors.
And where does your abomination normally stay?
There, wherever he wants. He is not chained.
Does he allow you to go down there and speak with him?
He allows me to come down there and get rid of the bodies.
And there's a body in there now?
Yes.
I look back at the group. I suggest we send him down. Have him move the abomination away from the entry and then we go in shortly after. Create a little bit of space so we can see where we're at and what we're doing.
Do vampires have some kind of heightened sense? Will they know if we're here in the room with Father Donovich?
Are you are you just asking?
Out loud to everyone.
I hit Father Donovich in the back of the head. Speak. He asked a question.
I don't know. He does seem to know when I'm here. I was hoping to get you guys out quickly, so maybe he wouldn't have cared if he were here. I was hoping he would be satisfied with one, but maybe hearing others.
And there's only one way in and one way out.
Yes.
Donovich should be executed in the manner prescribed by law. It's not our place to use him as fodder in this way. Ismark, how are executions accomplished in Barovia?
Typically, it is hanging.
The Avenger says, we cannot feed this man to his own son. Avenger's
Ismark,
horrified.
will you go prepare the gallows? I swear I will bring Donovich to you when our task here is finished.
No, I want to see Doru. I want to put him at an end. Then I will deal with Donovich.
Is there an altar at the end of this that I'm seeing here?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to, by myself, as we're discussing this, walk over and then kneel down at the altar, and I'd like to pray to the Morning Lord, asking for blessing and forgiveness for what is about to happen here inside this holy site.
Roll a straight D20 for me.
Ooh, are you gonna get a blessing?
Keep that nearby.
I can't pray.
You're so mad.
I'm capable of. I get down on one knee. I'm like, no. I get back down. No. Got nothing.
Can I use Bardic Inspiration to allow him to try again? Or is it too late?
Does, unfortunately.
Okay.
Now, if you had regular inspiration, you could reroll that. But that goes away, so I don't think you have that. So the church itself, obviously, the grounds are no longer hallowed. They're no longer consecrated. Still, you do feel it calms yourself to kind of knowing what's going to happen. Like, there's no happy ending to this story. So it does give you a little bit of peace knowing that at the end of things, this is what needs to be done as far as your line of thought is. So it does bring you a moment of peace.
Okay. I guess that's all I need.
Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to go.
Well, Evander, having seen him do this, he does want to give a bardic inspiration dice to Galen. And if as soon as we're prepared to go down there, he wants to cast this on Galen as well. Let's see here. Wants to cast heroism on Galen. Is that showing up? There it is. So that way he has even more what's it called?
Temporary hit points?
Yeah, temporary hit points equal to my spell modifier, which is my charisma modifier, right? So it'd be 4, is that right?
And Conrad, are you casting protection from evil and good on yourself?
Correct.
Okay.
So you gave me 4 more, Ryan? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, is your spell modifier, for me, since it's charisma, it's my charisma modifier, correct?
Yes, that would be your spell modifier. That is correct. It is your.
Okay, yeah, so it'd be 4 extra hit points, temporary hit points.
Okay, so it's 9 total?
Okay. The only thing is, because you're doing temporary hit points from 2 different sources.
Oh, do they not stack?
Those won't stack.
Oh.
So you
Oh,
can
then
hold
it's
off.
probably just best to take the higher one and just hold off.
Then I will not cast heroism. I didn't realize that. Sorry. That is a mechanic of D&D I did not know.
So I would like to address the group and say that my intention was not to feed this man to his son. It was merely to create space and distract him while we were able to get in and assess the area.
I'm just like, okay, I never know what this guy, what he's going to do.
I will say this is the time for you guys to plan something, because once we roll initiative, you will not have time to chit chat like this. So you can try to plan as best as you can. But keep in mind, you guys do have spells that are up that are you have to concentrate on, and eventually will dissipate if you take too long.
So my intention was to send him down to distract so that we could get down quickly and assess where we were at and what we were doing.
Evander says that when we go down there, if we want, I can attempt to hold him in place. So I have a spell that might be able to hold him, which might give us time to get close and do what we need to do.
Donovich being a criminal does not justify us spending his life in any way we see fit. If he is to be killed, it should be in the manner prescribed by law.
Well, maybe there is a redemption
Great
in the
lad.
fact that he can help with bringing his son to justice.
Ulrich, who has been staying in the back, just listening to all this, says, if you want to kill this thing, just run down there and kill it. If you don't want to kill Father Donovich, then just rush down there. Why are you talking about this?
Then lead the way, little man.
No, I'm not. You want to kill it. You go down there.
The lad has a point, and Connor will start walking towards the trapdoor.
I like to cast Divine Favor as well. I want to infuse my weapon with Divine Radiance.
Okay. Can you link that?
Yeah.
You're kind of talking out loud of the group again, I guess more to Father Donovich, saying, is there any light down there? Are there any torches?
He says, no. Doru doesn't need them.
We need that at least. Who's the light going to come from?
I instantly take a look at Ulrich and I just go, lad, I think you have a ability that you can help us out here, don't you think? Especially if you don't want to fight.
Yes, but if I do that, then I can't concentrate on another spell that I can use to defend myself.
Understood, laddie.
Can't Connor light up his weapon or something? No answer?
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. I have recently gained that ability. If there's no other option, then I will do so.
Yeah, Evander says I need my instrument to focus on my, if I'm going to try to hold him in place, I need my instrument to focus. I can't hold a torch or anything.
I can do
So-
light, but I need. But I think I need something though, right? A firefly or a phosphorescent moss.
You will have a component pouch, so you don't need to worry about those.
Okay.
Now, if you ever do lose that pouch, that's a different story for a different
Gotcha.
time.
Okay, then I will notate that somewhere.
So Connor will go ahead and he'll cease concentrating on that protection from evil and cast light on his own warhammer.
Yeah, I guess I'll cast light on myself as well.
Zach, you're doing the same cantrip?
Yes.
Okay. Because it doesn't say it's concentration.
Oh, I assumed after what Ulrich said that was the case.
His dancing lights are different.
Okay. Yeah, I'm using
okay.
a light cantrip. Okay, so I am still maintaining concentration on protection from evil then.
All right. So the plan is to shove Donovich down here to distract his son so that you guys can then rush in.
No, apparently not.
No, Connard would not allow that to happen. He'll jump in the hole himself before he lets Donovich be shoved in.
Okay. Well,
Buzzkill, man.
so it is locked. Father Donovich does produce a key from the pockets of his robe because, of course, they have pockets. And he kind of hands it over to you, Connard, with his hand shaking. And once again, he's not meeting your eyes.
Connard will say, Father Donovich, this may be your last chance to partially atone for what you've done. Would you not join us in laying your son to rest?
I will remain here and pray to the morning Lord that you guys will be safe. But no, I will not go down there.
Is someone going to watch him? How do we know he won't betray us?
Ismark offers to stay and watch Donovich if you think that that would be best. Or he can go down and assist with Doru.
We can ask, what's her face? What's Ismark's sister? Irina.
She's outside.
Yeah.
She's protecting my girlfriend right now. Okay, she's got other things.
Okay, all right.
He's going down with us. I merely just cast a look to Tasso that just goes like him too.
You're gonna force him down, even though he's gonna fight you to try.
He hasn't earned the right to do anything anymore.
We shouldn't bring him down. He's just going to distract whoever has to watch him.
Likely true.
Doesn't Irina have a sword or something? I mean, can't she watch him?
Irina came to a funeral, so no, she doesn't have her rapier with her.
It's not formal attire here.
Yeah. Ismark does just because of his status as the leader of the town, and because he's always worried about Irina. But Irina did not come with any weapons.
Who has a key right now?
Connard.
I'm just gonna place my hand on the shoulder of Connor and just go, lad, let's open it up and go in.
Can I do an insight check on Donovich? See if I think he's a flight risk.
Okay.
He's a flight risk.
So technical.
You're modified?
-1.
Oh, wow.
No, wait. Sorry.
Where'd you get your law degree?
Sorry, +1. +1.
Positive one. Okay.
Okay.
Not much better though. So based off of your whole interaction with him from the graveyard to now, he already does feel like he's already condemned. He needs to atone. He already knows what his fate is. I mean, Ismark has already said it. And he doesn't seem... He seems accepting that at the end of this, he's probably going to hang in the gallows.
Okay. Well, Connard will say if he hasn't stepped up to oppose us by now, I think he knows what's coming. I don't think we need to be worried about him running.
Should we tie him up at least, laddie?
That sounds fair.
Just someone of us here has some rope that we can bind him.
I'm sure you all have rope.
Not me.
I do.
I have costumes. I can tie him up
I
in a
get to tie
costume.
in.
Yeah, I have an explorer's pack, which I'm pretty sure has rope
Yeah,
in it.
I have some. I'll just get the tie-in. So
Okay. Evander, if you could also give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Okay, wisdom saving throw. Let's see, saving throw, oof, which I am -1 at. Oh,
Not too bad. Okay. So Connard is going to unlock the trap door.
Yes.
Before we go down, Ulrich wants to turn to Ismark and say, can you tell us anything about this thing's weaknesses? How can we kill it? What's the best way to just end this quickly?
The vampires, as far as this situation, being invited in doesn't really matter here. They don't like sunlight. Good chop off the head is usually good, or stake to the heart. That usually ends them.
Fire.
I mean, fire would hurt you, it'd hurt them, I would suppose.
is there
Do I
any?
know?
Yeah, is there any like wooden chair leg or something that we could use as a stake that's in here, perchance?
This whole church
Probably
is
just
full
full of
of
yeah.
wood
Okay.
that's been smashed to bits. So
Is there a
find
a wooden holy symbol on the wall that could be shaped into a stake?
not wooden. It's
Okay.
usually they're made of metal. But you could find something with the remnants of the wooden bed that was in here, and definitely from the pews in the main hall of the church.
Okay. Well, after
long
he
would it take me?
says, "Yeah, wooden stake," I would like to take out a knife and just carve a stake for each one of us, so we just each have one.
Okay,
Jeez.
I'd help
Take a
too.
time, but yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I would like to.
I'm to assume Tasso's probably actually really, really good at doing that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like my hobby is whittling.
Yeah,
so
true.
real quick. So.
I'll do really crappy ones and then hand it to you to fix it for everybody.
Like little birds on them or something.
Yeah.
Little ducks. Are there any torches around that I can grab?
So the main hall itself, right now, because it is day, they're not lit, but there are unlit torches within the actual main
Okay.
area of the church.
Ulrich will grab one and ask out loud, can someone light this for me?
I
I will attempt to light it.
think.
Thanks.
I just
You
take
just
my
do-
axe at the top of my
Yeah,
shield.
my
and spark it.
prestidigitation, my prestidigitation cantrip can just light a candle or a torch. So
Oh,
Yeah, I
really?
can do that. I can do
Oh,
that druid craft
convenient.
too.
yeah, so prestidigitation. There you go.
Thanks. Okay, I have a lit torch.
And I'm now busily carving out some stakes to give out to everybody here
Okay.
with Tasso.
And did Donovich get tied up? Or was he coming down? Wait, what's going on?
No,
No,
I tied him
Pretty
up.
sure he's tied up.
He's tied up. Okay. To what? Can he still run away?
I'll tie him to the. I'm assuming that the trap door has like one of those little eye hole things in it.
Yes.
I'll tie him to that.
Okay.
And Connor is shifting his light cantrip from his warhammer to a sling stone that he'll just drop down the hole as soon as the trapdoor is opened.
Okay. You guys let me know when you're ready.
Connor's ready.
Do we all have a stake, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Yeah.
By now, I'll say you each have a stake.
Okay.
Okay.
Ulrich just
Stakes
goes
are
back.
for plebeians, but Connor has his magic prepared.
Stakes are for what?
Plebeians.
Plebeian.
Ulrich's in the back cursing under his breath, ready.
Yeah, Evander's right behind. He'll always be right behind Galen. Is where Evander will be.
Okay. Who's going in first?
Me?
Galen?
Mhm.
Okay. So Connor opens the trap door and you throw down that little pebble with the light on it, correct?
Right.
It's not a little pebble, it's a sling stone,
It's
which is
okay.
a significant
You
map.
sorry.
It's 100% bigger.
Don't insult his stones, okay?
All right, so you throw that in. Let me see.
There's stairs that are leading down.
Yeah, so as he does that, you can definitely see that there are stairs that are leading down deeper underneath the church itself. You don't hear anything, and you just get a big waft of like just damp earth smell coming up. Tasso, you're probably perceptive enough to also smell that sharp metallic smell of blood, but also of offal and body parts that have been, ripped up.
Okay.
So I was expecting a ladder rather than stairs, but if it's stairs, I'll toss the sling stone about 20 feet down the stairway.
Okay, I'm gonna put Galen here. No, I'm not. That is not the right token at all. Oh, 'cause I'm in the...
Wow, we're moving. Okay.
Oh, shift.
Ooh.
I'll
Tasso's still trying to figure out what plebeian means.
I'll bring the rest of you guys down because it is just enough for one person to go down at a time. So let me know your marching order, and as Galen moves forward, I'll bring you into that part of the map.
Last.
Yeah, Evander will be right behind Galen.
Okay, Evander behind Galen. All right. How?
Connor behind Evander.
Okay, how far do you want to go down, Galen?
Oh, I'm going all the way down to the bottom.
Okay, no hesitation whatsoever.
It's on.
Okay, I'm gonna put you down at the bottom. Evander, I'll let you move your token wherever you think he is, and then I'll bring Connor
Okay.
over.
I'll like stay like 5 feet right behind him, like
All right.
yeah, kind of like that.
So Galen, as you kind of make your way down, you can see like the rough hewn walls that have been cut out. It's a damp, earth-packed floor, and again, the smell of earth is almost overwhelming. You do see, it's not. I didn't find a good enough icon. Actually, I just kind of forgot. You do see a body over in this area. And you can tell by the brightly scraps of cloth that it's Sorvia.
Oh no!
Basically, you can see that her throat has been completely ripped out, and she's basically been eviscerated. Yeah, she's dead. And you hear, as you finally take that last step off the staircase, you can just hear a little soft whisper. Just a little taste. Is that what you're here for? And it's coming from to your right.
Okay. I'd like to take my axe and I'd like to slam it against my shield.
Okay.
In almost like a rhythmic kind of war battle cry. And I'm just going, laddie, I'm here to deliver salvation for your soul in the form of death. Prepare yourself.
All right. Everyone roll initiative. Make sure to select your token and then roll, please.
Oh, select your token. Okay.
Dungeon Master, I'm not down there yet, by the way.
I know you're not.
Okay. Just making sure.
What happened to my page?
I'm sorry. Where's initiative? Is it on the front page of ours?
Yeah, front
There it
page,
is.
middle, top.
There it is. Thank you.
I really need to learn to clear the...
Ooh, I like Doru's token. He's like, ah!
Ah, crap.
Oh.
Okay, so Tassel, you got 16.
Yep.
Ulrich, you got 11.
Wow, everyone rolled really high.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes... One just
Under quickie quick.
My elvish agility.
Yes.
Half elvish.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's not as good.
Half
just so you
agility.
know.
Luckily, you're all freaking dwarves who stumble over their own feet, so that's all I need.
I'll have you know, Connor took ballerina lessons in his youth.
has, he,
Ballerina?
See with that +2.
has he
ballet
ever
lesson?
has he ever admitted that to anybody?
Ballerina lesson. Not just ballet, but specifically the ballerina parts is what apparently he took.
Well, I mean, there aren't that many males who take ballet classes in Dwarven society, so his options were pretty limited.
You're all ballerinas. Like they're like, whatever.
Yeah, let me hand out. So the full art of Doru is pretty. I like it. I love his style.
Oh,
Yeah. So
He seems
Wow.
happy.
he's not having a good day.
no, he hasn't had a good day in many months. But upon hearing your declaration, Galen, you can just make out Doru's eyes, and they've turned cold, and he just looks at you, and he's like, "I'm so hungry," and he begins to rush towards you. But Evandur, you are at the top of the round, so what would you like to do?
All right. I heard him. Do I see and hear where he's coming from as he rushes towards Galen?
You can probably make out based off of sound, but you can't quite see him yet because he is around a corner.
Okay. Well, what Evander would like to do is actually kind of position himself off to the side so he can see him. So my movement speed is 30. So that means I can go up to, what, 6 of these blocks? Is that right? Blocks?
Yeah, so each is 5 feet.
Okay. So if I go like 1, 2, 3, 4. If I go about here, would I be able to see him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Then Evander is going to move there and immediately try to concentrate on casting Hold Person here, which is at level 2, which a humanoid that I can see, they must succeed on a wisdom throw or be paralyzed.
Okay.
So that's what I'm attempting to do.
All right.
I wonder if he counts as humanoid.
Yeah, I know. I was hoping he counted as a humanoid.
All right, so you cast the spell, and you can just kind of feel that it doesn't take.
Okay. Then as a bonus action, I'm going to give a bardic inspiration dice to Galen.
So happy.
So I will say, Galen, may the Lord of Light guide your axe strike, as I give this inspiration to him.
Appreciate it, lad.
And that's all I can do, I think.
Okay, I'm going to bring Tasso down because I figure you're probably next in line, correct?
I thought it was
Doru,
Connor
technically.
after me.
Connor.
And then I'll bring Ismark, and then I'll bring Ulrich.
Okay.
As you guys make your way down. But it is Doru's turn.
How high is the ceiling?
It's probably, you are 6'8". It's not that high. It's probably about 6 foot. Makes the most.
Yay.
And I'm just gonna see who he attacks because he's two good options here. And he's gonna go for you, Evander.
Of course.
Oh,
I tried
how
to stay
far
far
away.
away.
Is Evander away from me?
About 5 feet.
I'm about 10 feet now since of where I moved. Because of where I moved.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you would have stayed within 5.
Well,
It's battle music.
yeah,
I should have moved further, probably.
Okay. trying to decide what I want to do to you first.
Well, hopefully it'll miss like my hold missed you.
We'll see. Like,
Probably
man,
not.
I just rolled terribly. Like last night, I was playing a game and all the enemies rolled so low, nothing hit.
So you got all that bad luck out of your system then,
Yeah.
Ugh.
So she'll be rolling 20s all day.
right?
Oh my gosh, please God, no.
So the first thing he's going to try to do is grapple you.
Okay.
So you can try to fight against that. It would be an athletics check.
Okay.
Or,
Darn.
you know, I'll allow you to also choose dex as well if you prefer.
Well, yeah, my acrobatics is really good. My athletics is not as good. I will do, yeah, I'll try to do a dex
Okay.
save.
Okay. Roll.
Here's my dex save here. Oh,
Well, the roll would be the same. Do you have any bonuses to your acrobatics, though?
yeah, my acrobatics is I am proficient. It's +5. So,
Okay. Still wouldn't be enough.
oof, okay.
So, because he rolled 15, but he has a +3.
Okay.
So he just immediately grabs you, pulls your head back, and he's going to go in for a bite.
Ugh.
So 18. I assume that hits.
Yeah, my armor class is 14, so that hits.
All right. So, oh boy. And just to clarify, you did not pick a backup character, right?
Oh, jeez.
No.
Great way to start the conversation.
I mean, I don't think this one hit's gonna hit or kill you, but you know.
That would suck.
Okay, so that's okay. So you get 4 piercing damage
4
from the
piercing.
impact of his teeth going into your neck,
Uh-huh.
and then 8 necrotic damage.
Okay.
Oof.
That is 12 damage
Temporary
in
hit
total.
points.
Yeah, I didn't have any temporary. All mine are for other people.
Oh, dang.
12.
Okay.
Okay.
But that will effectively end his turn.
Evander's like screaming as he's biting him. Oh, get him off! Get him off!
And Connor, you're up. And remember, you can move past your allies if you need to. You're muted as well.
What's the elevation differential between Conrad's current space and the space just to his left here? And also, is the railing such that he could jump over it if he wanted to?
I mean, you're a strong dwarf. I assume you could get over like a 4-foot railing.
You took
Yeah, but
ballet
that's like
classes.
that's
Yeah.
like eye height though.
It's well, I assume.
That's eye height. That's a good point.
But as far as the height, I would say maybe about 5 feet.
Okay, in that case, he'll just hop over the railing here to leave the stairway free. Now, his light sling stone, which isn't just a pebble, am I
Muscular
correct in
deer.
understanding that's about right here? Casting 20 feet of light? Okay.
Mm-hmm. And plus, keep in mind if you guys also have, most of you guys have dark vision, so you would still be able to see somewhat in here.
Now,
And I have my torch.
how bad of shape is Evander looking after that bite?
He is. It says on the sheet hit, so he's pretty bloodied here.
Yeah, he's okay. He'll be fine.
He's not dead.
Connor is
We
going
got
to
time.
cast.
He's screaming and waving, but he's not dead.
He's very dramatic.
We got time.
Yes.
He's got a flair for the dramatic.
Connor is going to cast Maximilian's Earthen Grasp on this space right here.
Okay.
Only a flesh wound.
My flesh is sensitive, okay?
Okay. So let me make
And
it.
that's my paraphrased description in there because it wasn't actually built into Roll20.
That's
But
fine. More than enough. I understand it. So this is something you can move.
as an action.
Yeah, but I wonder. I'm gonna just put it here.
Nice.
Ooh,
Wow, you had an icon for it and everything. Look at
awesome.
you.
I will, Connard. You should be able to control it.
Correct.
I mean, as far as in game, I know obviously your character would, but hopefully mechanically.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
I just moved it.
All right, cool. Okay, so I have to make a strength save. Is that what I read?
Correct.
Oh gosh.
Tested your wisdom. Let's test the strength of
So
Yoru.
that's
And the DC is 13.
okay. So I rolled 15.
Hmm.
All right. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right, then. Tassel, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna come down the stairs enough. So I get kind of a DM check on this. Would I be able to cast Moonbeam since we're in a basement and we're not really outside?
Can you link it so I
Yep.
can?
Give me 1 second here. It's asking me what level to cast it at, but
Level 20. Excellent.
yeah. So we'll just put that. Oh, that did not link anything. Why wouldn't that link? Let me try that again because I did not have that set to put the whatchamacallit
I
in.
can look it up too.
There you go. I got it. Doesn't say you have to be outdoor, but I just want to.
I'd let you do it.
All right.
No specific rules for or against something. I'm probably just gonna shrug and say I'll allow it.
Okay. So that is a concentration spell.
Where are you gonna
Hopefully
put it?
it's set up properly. It is. Lasts up to 1 minute, and he needs to make a saving throw, Constitution saving throw, DC 13.
Okay, where are you gonna put it though? Right on top of him?
Yeah, I'm dropping it right on top of him.
Con. Okay. So that's also a 15.
Okay, so that will save, but he still takes half damage, so that's 9 radiant damage.
Achie. Are you guys typing to each other?
No.
How rude.
No.
You keep your secrets from us. We keep our secrets.
And then, so also I don't know if this individual is considered a shape changer yet or not yet, but the shape changer makes their save at disadvantage.
Okay. I would not say he's a shape changer.
Okay, so he's not that powerful of a vampire yet. So that was my action. That was my move, and I'm going to basically just kind of. So I took 1, 2, 3. I'm probably going to move right around here just to make space for everybody else coming through the stairs, and that would be the end of my turn.
All right. Then Galen, you're up.
Okay. I am going to scream out in anger because Evandor's been hit, and I'm gonna jump over here, 3-point land because I'm a half superhero.
With a bad axe.
Axe in the air.
Absolutely. And I'm just going to shove my hand into Evander's back and do lay on hands.
Oh. Oh, nice.
I think I got 20 totals on what I'm up to now.
So you'd get to choose how much healing it is? Is that how it
Yeah,
works?
I have like a pool.
Okay.
I'm just going to. Okay, so as far as I know, I would know how much I've done it enough to know how much that I would hit his cap, right? Like if I did, like I did it with Ulrich.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay, so as long as you don't go over the 20, I will give you 15.
And if that is too much, can I tell him or no?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
fine with that.
Yeah, so basically 12 is what I'm missing. So
Okay, that works.
great. Evander's like, oh, like he's been shocked and filled with energy. Galen, my hero. Because he's so dramatic.
Of course.
All right. Anything else from Galen?
I don't think I can do anything else, so no.
Okay. Ulrich.
Okay. So, was Ismark supposed to go?
Technically, I forgot to roll for him in the first round, and he rolled a 21. So we forgot about him, but that's okay. He's going to just stay there, kind of take stock of what's going on. and watch-
Assessing. Okay. Seeing all this, Ulrich is going to prepare, speaking his words in Abyssal, and cast Blur on himself. So his form begins to shift and waver, making it harder for enemies to attack him. And he's going to move down the stairs and just stay back here for now by Tasso and Connard. That is it.
Okay. So Ismark's going to come in. There he is.
He looks a bit like a blonde Boromir.
And he's going to come in.
Looks more like Faramir, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's going to go ahead and strike at Doru with his long sword. And he can do that twice. So he's going to do it one more time since obviously the first one missed. This one did hit though.
Nice.
Hey.
Right.
I mean, not a lot, but he did kind of feel it sink into Doru. And then Evander, you are up.
All right. Evander's panicked after being bitten by this thing, but Galen's given him a surge of energy. Would he need to use an action to try to get out of this guy's grasp?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see here. As he's being grasped, can he cast a spell, or is that like going to mess up any concentration while he tries to do that?
The way I kind of picture it, he has you with one hand, and then the other hand is kind of like over here. So you still would be able to move your hands if your spells require you to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You can still speak. So you should be fine for casting a spell.
Okay, well then he is going to try one more time to hold this guy in place so that he can, if he holds him, he feels like he can get away. He's going to again try to cast Hold Person at level 2 and see if he can paralyze this guy. So it's again a wisdom saving throw.
Okay, wisdom.
Was I supposed to tell you a DC on that?
Yes.
Okay.
Said.
Okay, so I guess DC is, my spell save DC is 14, it says. I think that's right.
$14, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, you still feel it failing.
Oh God. Okay. When I assume, sorry, go ahead.
Real quick, based off of that, the feeling of the magic and watching the movement of the person, or feeling, because now he's like, he has you in his embrace. Make a quick insight check for me.
Okay, sure.
Okay. You're not quite sure why it didn't take again.
Why I cannot hold this guy in place. Let's see here. And if he's holding me, I can't move, right? Like I can't run away from him.
Correct. Because you used your action to cast that
Right.
spell.
Okay, well, if I can't move and my spell doesn't work, I will try to, since I can do nothing else, I will give inspiration to Connard. I'm going to yell, Connard, please help me, and use another one of my bardic inspiration dice for him.
Okay.
Bardic dwarves.
All right.
Yeah. I trust in the dwarves to save myself.
Yeah, it is Doru's turn.
So on the start of his turn, since he's starting in the moonbeam, he has to do that con save and take damage.
No problem. Oh, that is going to be a fail.
All right, so then I roll 2d10. No modifier. Dang.
Wow. That's lame.
It is very lame. So 6
Okay.
radiant damage.
All right. He's going to go ahead. He kind of sees everything that's happening. Real quick, he's going to take another bite out of you, Evander.
Yeah, I was expecting that.
15, so that's going to be a 20 to hit.
Jesus.
Well, yeah.
So this will be... So it's 5 damage, piercing damage, and then another 7 necrotic damage.
That's another 12.
Back
Okay.
to 12.
Yeah.
Ooh, I see blood spurts.
Oh, did you see when my hit points changed? You saw something?
It's all
Yeah, there was a blood
Oh,
spurt
was
on the
there?
screen.
I
No,
didn't see that.
It was
Yeah,
cool.
it's a little thing I put in there just for fun.
Nice.
Oh, very cool.
That's cool.
And he's going to swing around and strike at who's here? Ismark. Oh, not my boy Ismark. I don't think that's gonna hit. It's a 12. Nope. Okay. So Ismark just kind of moves past a little bit, and the claws just rake against his leather armor, but it doesn't seem to do damage. And I'm gonna leave that as his turn.
He's got a nice bard snack. He doesn't have to go anywhere.
Yeah, but actually, he's gonna take a chance. It's probably a bad idea, but he's not as smart as Strahd, so he's gonna move back here. Well, that's the moonbeam. But Doru's gonna move here. So, Evander.
Does he take Evander with him?
No, he doesn't.
Oh. He actually lets go of Emender when he does this?
That for this part, just because I don't want to continue moving him until you guys have your attack of opportunities or opportunity attacks. So Evander, you could make one as well, but it would be at disadvantage since you weren't really facing him.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And Ismark would both get opportunity attacks here.
Yeah. And Evander
Okay.
didn't have his weapon out, so he'd be like drawing his rapier and trying to attack really quickly. So
Yeah, so that you could still try. It would just be at disadvantage for Evander, but
Oh.
everyone else would be able to make it.
Evander's trying. He'll probably fail, but he'll try.
All right. Ismark misses, but Evander looks like you're able to hit. So
Nice.
roll that damage.
1d8 plus 3.
And Galen as well.
Wait. 1d8. That's not right.
You should be able to just click on the rapier in chat.
Oh, yeah, I did it the wrong thing. Thank you. There it is. 7.
Right. And Galen, you unfortunately miss.
Yep.
All right, so he's going to continue his movement now that everyone's taken their turn. And you see him begin to climb up the wall. So he effectively is going to be 6 feet above you guys.
And how high is the ceiling?
6 feet.
Oh, wait,
He's moving up on the ceiling itself.
So he's actually effectively just above us.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
But that will end his turn. Connor, what would you like to do? He's been looking at books this entire time.
something real crafty is gonna come out.
This is
And
why
you're
Connor
muted,
is the
too.
smartest one of us all.
Probably researching why Evander can't hold this guy in place or something.
Yeah, so I don't think the hand will be able to reach him now. So I'm going to stop concentrating on Maximilian's Earthen Grasp,
Okay.
and I'll just move up to Evander, and I will cast Protection from Evil on him. Do you need me to link that again?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Oh, I do.
Oh,
What does that do?
If you scroll up a little bit in the chat, it's there.
Let's
But
see.
give me a second, and I'll link it again.
I could probably pull it up here. Person. Right.
Basically, it just means he'll have disadvantage on any attack rolls against you.
Oh,
from
okay.
now on.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Great. Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Anything else from Connor?
That was his move and his action. He's done.
All right. Tasso, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to use my action to move the moonbeam to his location again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my movement to just slide this way toward the left to try to at least spread us out a little bit, but still maintain visual on what's his name. So,
Doru?
yes,
Yes,
Doru, thank you.
that's the
So,
thing.
and I think that's really all I'm going to do here because I don't want to, I can't really do anything else with a bonus action and I don't want to bamf yet. So,
Okay. And what was your DC?
it's 13. It doesn't happen until the start of Doru's turn.
Okay. I'm just because I already rolled for him, so I want to just make that note.
Yeah, it's 13, DC 13.
Okay. In that case, Galen, you are up.
Okay. One quick question. How's Scruffles doing this whole time?
There was a token for him out there.
Scruffles is
He's
hanging
out-
back
he's
with the
out there with-
ladies. He's with the ladies.
Ooh, all right. Okay, so
They'll
they're
take good
protected
care
by
of him.
Scruffles.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Protected by him. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I'm going to maintain my hold on Evander. I'll pump my remaining 8 into Evander.
Oh. Evander didn't mean to be the tank, but apparently he accidentally is tanking.
Accidental tank. It happens.
So 8 healing, you said?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay.
So I got 0 on the lay on hands. And then I'm really, really angry at this point. So I'm going to stupidly go follow him.
That's the Galen we know and love.
Right?
So can I get this close?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm to assume that I have a crink in my neck if he's above me and
Yeah,
I'm being this short.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
That's all you want to do?
And I'm going to just go, get down here, laddie. Get down here now.
He just kind of looks at you and hisses. You can see his fangs, which are still kind of bloody and gross. Ulrich, my friend, what would you like to do?
Ah. Okay, giving quick look over at Sorvia's body. It's not moving. It's just
Oh,
still. It's completely trash.
it-
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Rules question. For silent image, it says the image is purely visual. It isn't accompanied by sound, smell, or other sensory effects. But if it's purely visual, does that mean I could create like an image of fire and it would give off a glow so it appears authentic?
What was the last part after? It's purely visual, no scent.
It isn't accompanied by sound, smell, or other sensory effects.
Then no, there wouldn't be light.
Okay, so that it would just look like fake lightless fire if I did that here.
Yeah.
Okay. Then in that case, Ulrich, still blurred, holding his torch in one hand and pulls out his little hand crossbow, is gonna move over here. Oh, these pillars move when you move. Wow, okay.
Dynamic lighting.
So my optimal range is 30, which I guess I'll just move a step forward and we'll take a shot at this thing.
Okay.
Right.
With
My hand crossbow. And that does not hit.
unfortunately, your aim is terrible, and it actually hits one of the wooden pillars within the undercroft here.
In here.
Ismark's going to try with his heavy crossbow, though.
Well done, Ismark.
And he actually does hit. What's the damage? Ooh, 11. Oh, Ismark. That's my boy. Okay. And
Our
that
NPC is carrying us right now.
He's fine where he's at. I don't think I want to move him. So, Evander, you are up.
Noob D&D question. If I have 3 level 2 spell slots and I used Cure Wounds a month ago when we played, that spell slot hasn't come back yet, correct?
You guys had a long rest. Oh wait, you mean when you used it with Ulrich in the graveyard?
Yes.
Then
Yeah.
that has not come back yet.
Right. And since I
Sorry.
used Hold Person twice, it failed. That still uses the spell slots, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then, Evander, what's the range of my throwing knives here?
It's probably within range.
Well, I'm trying to decide. Can I move after I throw?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
Then Evander is going to attempt to throw his knives at this snarly vampire that took a bite out of his neck. So it's going
Twice.
to see if he can throw and see if he hits here.
Okay, go ahead. All right, that'll hit. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
And damage would be, wow, not bad actually. 6 piercing
Okay.
damage. Dory, you shouldn't bite things. It's not nice. He yells out as he throws his knives.
I like to bite.
Oh.
and then he's Evander's gonna move, so he's not within range of this guy because he's kind of scarred a little bit. He's gonna move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna move over into this back corner over here.
Okay. Anything else?
Actually, I think I can do. Yes, actually, I think I can do a bonus action. I believe Healing Word is a bonus action spell, and it says a creature of my choice I can see. Can I see myself to cure Healing Word myself?
Yeah, I would allow that.
Okay.
That makes sense to me.
So level 1. So I guess heal for 6. I guess, is that right? No, it's 1d4. Oh, plus my spell modifier. Okay, so I'm going to heal myself for 6 then.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
All right. So now we're back to Doru, who rolled an 18 on the save.
Okay.
Still take half damage.
So he gets half of 7.
Okay.
Dang it.
Yeah, your rolls are That's a good spell.
It's a really good spell, and I'm very mad at it right now.
Bad spell, bad spell.
Just keep rolling those ones. I don't mind.
Right?
All right, he's gonna along the ceiling, just climb that way. Oh, wait, that's your moonbeam. We'll move that here.
It's like aliens are on the ceiling.
He's gonna come over Ulrich.
Oh.
He's gonna grapple at you, so you can make your strength save, or I'll even allow acrobatics.
Jeez.
Wait, where did he go? I didn't see him.
He's right above me.
Oh, okay.
How tall is this ceiling again, Doreen?
6 feet.
It's like
As he's going by, I'm just trying. Like, my God.
it's not like not even above me. It's like in my face.
Punching at him.
So short.
Oh God. Okay. So that's it. Okay. Acrobatics check.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh God.
Terrible.
Damn it.
Okay. He lands in such an odd way that he almost misses you. You almost get away, and then you can feel him tug you back, and his fangs dig into your neck.
Even if I'm blurred.
So that would be disadvantage, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, no problem.
Come on, Blur. Come on.
Like, help me out. We'll see.
That sounds like a lot of dice.
So
That's a lot of dice there.
Yeah, are you sure that's right?
I rolled the damage with the
Yeah,
D20.
that's pretty presumptuous, Dungeon Master, but okay.
It's efficient. What's your AC?
10.
Nine.
The
Really?
worst it can be. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So even with he rolled a 10 and a 9.
Oh.
Plus
yeah.
6. He has plus 6 to his hit.
Okay.
So yeah, it's gonna hit you. Damage, not too bad though.
Okay. All right.
So it's gonna be 2 piercing, and then 6 necrotic.
Okay. And of course I scream.
So are they occupying the same space now?
Yes, they are.
Okay.
Wow.
I'll try not to moonbeam you.
Please don't.
Okay, I'm gonna say that will end his turn though.
Oh, great. Why is it always Ulrich? I don't understand. I even stood far away.
Connor, you're up. Actually, I'm gonna move.
This guy's an assassin. He's taking out the squishies first, me and Ulrich.
Just so we can see their tokens.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Connor, what's your plan?
He's gonna march here, and then he's gonna cast Chill Touch at Doru.
Okay.
I think I can just click that here.
Ooh.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yep, that will hit.
Seven necrotic damage, and he won't be able to heal at all for the next turn.
Oh, and Ulrich, you took into account that you had temporary hit points, right?
Temporary, yes. Thank you very much.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Big help.
Okay. Anything else from Connor?
Nope.
Tassa, what would you like to do?
All right. So I'm going to take a step back, basically putting my back up against the wall. And as an action, I'm going to try to Thorn Whip Doru.
Okay. I love it. That unfortunately just misses.
Dang it. I was trying to pull him off of you, Ulrich. I really was.
Thank you. There's no friendly fire, right?
No, not
Okay.
All right. That's really about all I do because I can take my action, my movement.
Also, give me a quick insight check.
Quick insight check. Boom.
Oh,
Goes to
how
that.
insightful.
There you go.
Something about this creature, obviously, is very unnatural, but considering all of the hits it's been taken, it's not looking as poorly as it should.
Okay. Yeah, so I would call that out to everybody, and what I get like 6 words per round. So I would, as I'm making my way around this way to center myself in the room, I'd say something along the lines of he's resistant to our attacks. I'll leave it at that for this round.
Okay. Galen, you're up.
Continually pissed that he keeps running around and eluding me. I will use everything to get right here. At this point, is Ulrich's back to me, or is Doru's back to me, or is Doru hanging from the ceiling?
No, he's not. He is now on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I would say with your movement, you have 25. You can even go to the side over here if you wanted to. That would
Okay.
give you
Yeah, then I'll do that.
better advantage. Be able to whatever you're gonna do. I assume hit.
Right, and he's holding Ulrich, correct?
Right now, yes. But if you were
Okay.
just going to attack Doru, you would be
Yeah.
able to do that. Or attack Ulrich too. I don't care.
Yeah, because I was going to Divine Smite, but I'm to assume that's probably not going to help.
It
him
won't.
out.
It won't hurt him if you did that.
Hey, as part of my insight, could I see if the radiant damage was doing more damage than expected?
You mean like from your moonbeam, or
Yes, yeah, from the moonbeam with my radiant damage.
you do feel? Yeah, I would say you're able to tell that it did.
Okay.
Okay, well, I'm just going to Divine Smite this whole thing. Target in addition to the weapon's damage, the extra damage is 2d8 for first level spell slot. Okay. Higher than that. All right. So it's just a regular hit first, right?
Yeah. What level are you going to cast it at, though?
Oh, I guess only 1. I can only do it at 1.
Okay.
Let me notate that first before I get all crazy. And I still have Divine Favor on my weapon, right?
Mhm.
Okay. I am going to... I'm just doing this one-handed. Oh, that's...
No!
You have a bardic
Wow.
inspiration dice.
Yeah, I do. What does the Bardic Express dice do?
You can
I got a
reroll.
reroll?
You can reroll an attack.
Oh, is it just reroll, or do you add to the?
How do you add to it?
Well,
I
let me
think
let
you
me.
add a 1d4.
Is that, oh, I'm sorry. I thought I
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I think you add a 1d4 to your attack.
Let me see. Bardic inspiration. Let me link it. Once in the next 10 minutes, can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check attack roll. Okay. So yeah.
It's a d6.
Yeah, so you can roll a d6 and
Roll
add it to
D6.
your first, your 11,
Yeah, so roll a 6 on that.
Okay.
which could
Get you,
I
get you a healthy
don't think that's
17.
going to get it done.
At least a 3.
No,
I'm
I'm
thinking.
assuming that's not
Oh.
going to get it done, right?
Okay, maybe.
that literally just misses.
Does it?
Oh
Wow.
no!
The AC
Oh.
it's 15.
A valiant effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a
Trying
good
to
plan.
inspire. Trying.
No,
I
I appreciate it. It was an attempt.
You
All right.
can't blame yourself for somebody not using your inspiration properly. So.
Yeah. We come to you.
Learn to be inspired.
If I try to break out of this, that's my action, right?
Yes, that will be your action.
Okay. So in the midst of this danger, Ulrich's magic sort of takes a mind of its own and does something that Ulrich has never done before, but it's just happening purely instinctually. He speaks these abyssal words, and all of a sudden, 3 other Ulrichs appear in his same position of struggling and writhing and shift all around him in this swirling mass. And he has just cast unconsciously mirror image. A lot of text. So, question about this. So whenever I have an attack now, I have to roll and see if it actually attacks one of my mirror images. But since I still have blur going, does that mean that the blur is working in synergy with the mirror image? I feel like my illusion magic would, but that's up to you, Dungeon Master.
I think you also have to remember he has you in his grip.
Yes. So I don't. Is this not? So you're telling me this is worthless? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just saying he has an actual person in his hand.
Right.
And he sees other people pop up which look like you. But he's already tasted your blood. He knows your flesh.
Oh, he knows. Okay. So the first time when blur worked the last time was just for that first initial chomp, but now it's not going to work anymore.
I mean, it's because you lost concentration on it, though, right? I saw you.
No, this is so this doesn't do concentration, but actually I would have to roll concentration from the damage actually. So that's a good point.
It rolls it automatically for you in the chat. Did you see that?
Oh, I did not see.
Yeah, he failed.
Sorry. Oh, did I lose it? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't have that then. Never mind.
That's what that concentration save was? Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. So am I doing this? Will you let me retract this and let me try and just like squirm away from him in that case? Or
no, because other people have made choices.
Okay. All right. No, that's fair. I feel like this would happen anyway, so I'll just go with this. So this is just happening as some weird result.
So it's weird. I will say kind of throws Doru off a little bit, and maybe a little something more, a little extra snack. But he doesn't let go of you.
Okay. And everyone else sees 3 other Ulrichs just like weaving in and out of each other around this space.
Great. Now there's more of them.
Okay.
Anything else from Ulrich?
Just more screaming.
Okay.
In character. It's nice.
Yeah, so Ismark's gonna get a little bit closer. Okay, we'll just move him here. I think that's here. And give one more shot from his crossbow.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ismark!
Ismark is my hero.
He's really showing up today.
Yeah.
That's right.
He was not happy.
Yeah, he took this as a huge insult.
The personal affront. Wow. Well done, Ismark. Remind me to high five that guy.
Can he just be part of the party always?
Well, you can ask him, I guess, if you really want to. So yeah, you see Ulrich, this crossbow just kind of come right past you, fly past you, and sinking deep into Doru's shoulder, and he just lets out this screech. However, it is Evander's turn.
Okay. Evander feels like he's Ulrich's main healer, so he's going to attempt to keep Ulrich alive. I have a range of 60 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I'm still in range.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to stay, I'll kind of move here just to get a better angle. But I'm going to first cast Heroism. Since he lost his temporary hit points from earlier, cast Heroism on Ulrich to give him more temporary hit points. So that's 4 temporary hit points.
The range on that is touch, though.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I can't do that from 60 feet away. I apologize. Well, I'm sorry, Ulrich. I'm not that fond of you. I'm not going to run right up to you.
Okay.
I'm a fan, just not a big fan.
Not that big a fan. But I will cast Healing Word as my bonus action on you. Okay. So, again, that is healing a 6 again on Ulrich.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
Nothing.
And since he hit with his knife last time for his main action, he's actually going to try to throw his wooden stake that he carved earlier. He's going to try to throw it like a knife.
Okay.
and see if he can hit this guy with the wooden stake.
All right. Okay.
Not,
Thunk.
not.
Even though Ulrich is covering his.
Yeah, right next to him. He's gonna
You
hope
hit
his
one of my
act.
mirror images.
He's doing the whole Russian knife thrower thing where the woman's against the wall trying to hit right around her. So
Hey.
Oh, that's pretty good.
All right.
that's my 2 hit. I don't know what my damage would be with a wooden stake rather than a throwing dagger.
We'll keep it so your dagger is usually 1d4, correct?
Okay. Yeah, I think it's 1d4 plus.
But no proficiency bonus because you guys don't know.
You're not proficient in stake.
In stake.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'll click this, and so it'll be -3 then. So it'd be 2 wooden stake damage, and hope that is effective.
It kind of like hits his arm on the side a little bit, but it doesn't seem to phase him too much.
So I don't notice it being any better than my dagger that I hit him with earlier. Then
It's definitely not better, because the hit. Yeah, it hit him, but it didn't really sink in deep like the dagger did, so
Okay.
it didn't do enough damage.
okay.
But it is his turn. He's gonna take one more bite out of you, Ulrich. So your blur is gone, correct?
My blur is gone, but I have the mirror images if that helps. I don't know.
I'm just logically, I don't think it would help.
Okay. Probably not.
If you would have walked down with your and then cast your
Yeah,
mirror, maybe.
right. I'm in the jaws of death. That's okay.
So that will hit you. You really only have a 10 AC.
I just got this dirty cloak that I've had for like 7 years.
Work on that. So it's 6 piercing damage, and then 11 necrotic damage.
Oh, come
Ooh.
on. Oh, gosh. Oh, my God. Ulrich is looking really bad.
Yeah, he's actually gonna move back with you. Actually, no, he's gonna shove you into Galen and move away. So Galen, you can get an opportunity attack here.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna give the old college try.
Hey.
Okay.
Okay, that will hit. That will hit. Ooh.
That's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
I get is it D4 as well because I have divine favor, or do I need to put that back up?
Yeah, link that again. If it says you do extra damage, go ahead and do it. I don't care. Yep. Okay, roll that. Because I don't think you've lost your concentration on it. 'Cause he hasn't really hit you.
There you go.
Okay.
Nice.
Max.
That's radiant damage. All right. However, he still moves up, back up the wall. He was here. He drops at the landing of the staircase. And that's as far as he can move. So that ends his turn.
He is staying away from Galen. He must know that the paladin's scary to him.
Or he's trying to escape.
Connor, you're up.
You're muted.
Isn't that where the dad's at?
The trapdoor is still open, correct?
It is still open. No one said they closed it.
All right.
And Donovich is tied up there.
To
Yeah.
the door. He's tied up to the trap door.
The trap door.
Question:
Delay on it.
When I cast Chill Touch earlier, did it look like that damage actually left a mark or had some effect on him?
Yes, it did.
Okay. If I move here, can I see like the space at the top of above the trap door where he might be trying to run to?
He's blocking it a little bit, but I would say it is still within line of sight.
Okay, I'm gonna try casting Maximilian's Earthen Grasp again. I'll link that for you. Basically, he's gonna need to make a strength saving throw against DC 13.
Okay. You said strength?
Correct.
So that is a 13. So he meets it.
Okay. So he's not.
Damn you,
responding.
Doru.
He's a wily little fucker. And I didn't
Yeah,
buff him at all.
Ah, kill him.
All right.
And he'll just yell out, "Slam the door!"
You tied up Donovich.
But he's tied up to the door. He can just
You
lay on
tied him
top
to
of
the
it.
door.
Well,
Alright.
maybe he'll figure it out.
Tasso, you're up.
All right. I'm going to try to Thorn Whip again. I still have an inspiration. Do I have to call whether or not I want to use that now, or can I use it after I've
You can use
rolled?
it after.
Okay.
Because then I feel like if you call it before, you might waste it.
Okay.
So yeah, I'm fine with you calling it afterwards.
All right. So I'll go ahead and try to Thorn Whip him because I think I'm in range. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm in range. So Thorn Whip. Boom.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm not going to use it. And then I will. So that's 8 piercing damage, and then I will use the ability to pull him 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So I don't know if you would want to like pull him toward one of the pillar. Would
You probably like fall down here a little bit and then move about here.
yeah. So I will pull him down, and then that was my action.
Is he prone from hitting the floor?
It's a great question.
Logically, I think it makes sense.
Okay.
So yeah, I would say he is.
And then I am going to bamf into. Let's see. It's in here. It's supposed to be a dire wolf. I think dire wolves are large,
Much
so
bigger than that.
if you can make that.
Tokens.
But what I want to do is use my 50.
Nice doggy.
I want to use my 50 movement speed to go up the stairs and basically kind of get up in this area to block him from being able to access the door.
Okay. Just gonna move you so it aesthetically looks better.
That's fine.
Nice. Tasso being the
Ooh.
doorkeeper.
Yeah, but I'm gonna block the door, and I'm assuming with the ceiling only being about 6 feet tall that a dire wolf would pretty much consume that entire opening. So
Yeah. You might even be a little cramped.
yeah, and I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to block him from getting out. So
Okay. All right, Tasso, I see you.
Nice, nice.
All right, Galen, you're up.
Okay. I am walking right up to this guy. There's a part of me that just wants to jump on top of him so you can just stop climbing up stuff. But I'm just going to use Divine Smite upon him.
All right.
This better work. I better hit this time. I
Please.
can't even remember what it does. Yeah,
Gotta get
don't please stuff like that. That just makes pressure on me here. I'm gonna go two-handed, so I'm gonna stash my.
Was him
One of those
prone?
days.
Does
He's
prone give
breaking
advantage or anything?
yeah, prone does give advantage on attacks.
Oh, that's right.
Yes.
Oh, it does. Yes. Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
It gives
There's my
advantage on
bardic
melee
inspiration
attacks,
right there.
Disadvantage on ranged attacks.
Okay, so
Good call out there, Rand.
excellent. And then I have to do 2d8. That's all I got. Okay.
Wow, only 9 on a two-hander. That's pretty Bad luck right
Oh
there.
yeah. You know what, Ryan?
I
I'm trying here. Okay.
had my neck bitten. Okay.
There you go.
Oh,
That's
okay.
not bad at all. So he's now, Doru is looking really hurt, you guys.
Is he undead or a fiend?
Do you have. Why are you asking me?
Because down at the bottom it says the damage increases
Yeah.
by another 1d8 if the target is undead or a fiend.
Yeah, Divine
Roll
Smite has
one
that.
extra D8 then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
Nice.
Teamwork.
Makes the dream work.
There you go.
There
That's
we
some
go.
damage right there. Okay. I retract my statement earlier. I apologize.
How kind of you.
Yay for prone, our best ally.
Mhm.
Also, the paladin attacks are very strong. So,
Yeah.
Yes.
Ulrich, you are up.
So drained of blood, so hating, again, hate all of this, hate all these people, but seeing this thing pretty hacked up, I guess, on the floor, Ulrich is gonna step over here. Oh wait, well, wherever the pillar is not, yeah, blocking, and a familiar sight to some. He is going, his eyes flutter, and he makes a horrible retching sound, and his acid spit comes flying out of his mouth. So this thing needs to make a saving throw against a DC of 13.
What type of saving throw, though?
Dexterity, and I'll put this in the chat.
Is that disadvantage because he's prone?
Yeah, for that it would be. He failed either way. So, yeah. What's the damage?
6. Oh,
Nice.
max damage.
Nice.
Okay. All right. Anything else from Ulrich?
Yes. He will scurry over here by Evander and Ismark. Hobble, more like a hobble.
All right. And
Quick
Ismark
run.
is going to come up and use his long sword against them.
Ismark has
Man.
not missed.
What do you want to do this,
He's
Ismark?
not messing
Ismark
around.
is amazing.
I tell you, that
Ismark is-
Ismark, I want to be like him one day.
I'm glad you guys can all see his rolls too, so you know I'm not like fudging anything. He's doing really well. I'm so proud of him. He's my little.
You could solo this guy. What are we even here for?
We're just in the way, my God.
Evander, you're up.
All right. After seeing Doru on the ground, Evander actually wants to run 5, 10, 15, 20 feet here. If he runs here, could he grab the stake that he hit him with earlier, pull it out, and try to plunge it in his heart while he's prone on the ground?
You would need to get a lot closer than that.
Okay. So if I got 25, I can get up to here. Do I need to be on his space to do that?
I would say even if you stay here, that would be fine.
Okay.
You can do it.
Okay. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try to take the stake that I hit him with earlier, but actually plunge it in his heart to see if that's any more effective. So what would I roll to see if I hit something like that?
First, just do Let's see the question. Just give me a straight D20 roll to see how you attack.
Okay, sure. D20 roll.
And he's still prone, right?
Yes.
Hasn't turned yet? Okay.
One more
So-
time in case maybe you crit.
Okay. D20.
Oh.
Oh,
Not
disregard
a crit.
that one.
Yes.
Okay. So even with a flat 15, that does meet his armor class.
Okay. And that is what he's going to do. He's going to take it in two hands and try to plunge it in this thing's heart to see if that is effective against this vampire
Okay.
being.
All right. So you grab this stake that's kind of wedged in his arm. You bring it up above you, and you slam it down into him, and his eyes go wide, and he just looks at you for a moment. And for just a second, you can almost see the young man he once was before he lets out this rattle of a breath. and he stops moving.
And Evander's going to say, thank Boo, because Boo in chat said stakes through the heart are more effective than in the arm earlier. So
They typically are.
I don't know. We'll have to discuss that later.
So it seems as if he is dead.
Evander's going to
Seems.
stand up and move away because he's like, ugh, that's icky and gross.
Ulrich is gonna slowly walk over, keep some distance, and look at this thing and say, just chop off its head to be sure. Well, chop off its head!
I swing and chop off its head. Salvation is at hand, laddie.
Who's chopping off his head? Galen?
He's the one with the axe, so.
All right. So Dorwa's body doesn't move as you bring your axe above you and you bring it down across his neck. And his head kind of shifts, rolls a little bit from his body just from the impact of your axe. You're pretty certain now Doru is dead.
Evander wants to go up and retrieve his knife and kind of wipe it off. So he doesn't leave it behind down here. He's going to leave the stake, though, because he doesn't trust this thing to stay dead.
All right. With that, I think it's a good place to take a break.
Our first encounter with a vampire.
Wow, we're vampire slayers now. Officially.
Not you, Guillermo.
Yeah. I was going to say, I don't know how much slaying Ulrich did right there, sadly.
No, if I wasn't distracting it.
All right, well, we are going to take a break then here. So thank you. We have a good group in chat. Thank you for the helpful tips and everything.
No. I'm not
A+ for chat. But we are going to take probably a 5-10 minute break here so we can grab a snack, use the restroom, and when we come back, we will pick this back up. So thank you all. We'll be back in just a bit, my friends.